Face on the Barroom Floor by Hugh Darcy. It was a balmy summer evening, and a goodly crowd was there, which well-nigh filled the barroom on the corner of the square. And as songs and witty stories came through the open door, a vagabond crept slowly in and posed upon the floor. "Where did it come from?" someone said. "The wind has blown it in." "What does it want?" another cried. "Some whiskey, rum, or gin?" "Here, Toby, sick him. If your stomach's equal to the work, I wouldn't touch him with a fork. He's filthy as a Turk." This badinage the poor wretch took in stoical good grace. In fact, he smiled as though he thought he'd struck the proper place. "Come, boys, I know there's kindly hearts in such good a crowd. To be in such good company would make a deacon proud. Give me a drink, that's what I want. I'm out of funds, you know. When I had the cash to treat the gang, this hand was never slow. There, thanks, that's braced me nicely. God bless you one and all. Next time I pass this saloon, I'll make another call. I'll give you a song. I can't do that. My voice is gone. My throat's worn out. My lungs are going fast. If you give me another whiskey, I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you a funny story. And in fact, I promise, too. That I ever was a decent man, not one of you would think, but I was some 4 or 5 years back. Say, give me another drink. There. 5 fingers. There, that's the scheme. And cork and whiskey, too, boys. Here's luck. And landlord, my best regards to you. You treated me pretty kindly, and I'd like to tell you how I came to be the dirty sot you see before you now. As I said before, I was a man with muscle, frame, and health, and but for a blunder ought to have made considerable wealth. I was a painter, not one that daubed on bricks and wood, but an artist, and for my age was rated pretty good. I worked hard at my canvas. It was bidding fair to rise, for gradually I saw the star of fame before my eyes. And then I met a woman. Now comes the funny part. With eyes that petrified my brain and sunk into my heart. Boys, did you ever see a girl for whom your soul you'd give? With a form like the Milo Venus, too beautiful to live. With eyes that would beat the Koh-i-Noor, and a wealth of chestnut hair. If so, 'twas she, for there never was another half so fair. I was working on a portrait one afternoon in May of a fair-haired boy, a friend of mine who lived across the way, and Madeline admired it. And much to my surprise, she said she'd like to meet the boy who had such dreamy eyes. Well, it didn't take long to know him, and before a month had flown, my friend had stole my darling, and I was left alone. An ere year of misery had passed above my head. The jewel that I had treasured so had tarnished and was dead. That's why I took to drink, boys. Why, I never saw you smile. I thought you'd be amused and laughing all the while. Hey, what's the matter, friend? There's a teardrop in your eye. Come, laugh like me. It's only babes and women that should cry. See, if you give me another whiskey, I'll tell you what I'll do. You give me another whiskey and I'll be glad, and I'll draw right here a picture of the face that drove me mad. Give me that piece of chalk with which you marked the baseball score. You shall see the lovely Madeline upon the barroom floor. Another drink another drink with chalk in hand, the vagabond began to sketch a face that well might buy the soul of any man. And as he placed another lock upon the shapely head, with a fearful shriek he leaped and fell across the picture.